तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मप्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तुशिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परेरीश्वर सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते यत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रुभिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतरसमालयं मुहुर्हो रसिक भुवि भावुकाः आराध्य भगवान् व्रजेशतनय तद्धाम वृन्दावनं रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधूवर्गेण कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेम पुमार्थो महान् श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभोर्मतमिदं तत्रादरो न परः यत्पादपल्लवयुगं विनिधाय कुम्भ द्वन्द्वे प्रणाम समये स गणाधिराजा विघ्नान् विहन्तुमलमस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। हरे कृष्णा। So, okay. Can anybody tell what have we discussed yesterday? Summarize. Hare Krishna.
I had muted everybody, now unmuted. Hare Krishna, maybe some of you can unmute and then comment.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yesterday we have this definition of bhakti and what are the qualities of devotee.
Correct.
And it is described it should be free from material desires and the only desire should be to serve Krishna, to please Krishna.
Fantastic.
And favorable to, which is favorable to the Lord.
Fantastic. Yeah.
This is called the highest definition of continuous bhakti. That's what I have a bit.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other points? Anybody? What have we discussed?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
The verse was
We should
discussed.
give up the fruitive mentality, gaining
Correct.
mentality. We should give it up, Mataji, for Prabhuji, and we should give up all whimsical fancies and accept that everything belongs to Krishna. And whatever we do, we should offer everything to Krishna. We should not associate with Tamo, Rajo, Guna. It's better to associate only with Sattva Guna and Shuddha Tattva. We have the hankering for Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Hare
Anybody
The
else?
verse was Hare Krishna. The verse was discussed, Prabhu. Yesterday, Anabhijeshada Shunya Jnana Karma the Anavratam Anukulina Krishnanushīlanam Bhakti Uttama Bhakti. We discussed this. This thing was
Correct.
also discussed, and it was
Correct.
explained. Yeah.
Correct. Thank you so much. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. This Bhakti Vinod Das.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
I heard once this Anya Abhila Sita. So
Yeah.
there is some meaning to his word. Anya Abhilasha, it's you can understand that, but Sita something, it has some special significance.
Not Asita. Anyabhilashita. Abhilasha. word, Abhilasha.
But the ending is some particular meaning is there. See that word Abhilasha we know, but Abhilashita, they say there is some special meaning to that. Something is added to that. Abhilashita.
Anyabhilashita. Abhilashita.
Uh,
So Abhilashita Krit Pratyaya it is. Sorry, Kta Pratyaya is added. So Anyabhilashita Shunyam means
yeah,
whatever.
so Anya Abhilashita means we should not have any other desire. But that
Yeah,
the ending, there is some, that suffix has some special meaning, I heard.
yeah, I mean, in other words, it is this Abhilasha, Abhilashita means that which is being desired, those things which are being desired.
Okay, desirable things.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Prabhu, I was not able to see your picture for the last 2 days.
My video, I'm not
Yeah.
a good person.
No, but I don't know whether I have met you anywhere. That's why I just wanted to know.
Correct. I'll put on my video. I'm wearing a normal clothing. Can you see me?
Okay, I don't know whether I've seen you before, but where do you live?
I live in a remote village. This is in Hassan district, in Karnataka.
Have you ever come to do some Varnashram or some Ayurveda, some medical advice kind of things you used to do?
Yes, yes. Where I think
Either for some meeting in some meeting or some ICC meeting or some meeting.
long back. Long back. That was long back.
Okay. You are not Hebri. You are not in Hebri.
I was in Hebri. So you know much about me by name.
Okay.
I was in Hebri. That was 2008 to 2010 or 11.
We have briefly met in some meeting. You used to speak about, I don't know, your favorite topic, either Ayurveda or medical or I don't know, natural living, or I don't know what is your.
Those days I used to do various seminars on Daiva Varnashrama.
Correct. It must be the one. So this word you are familiar with, Abhilashita. Is there?
Yeah.
It only means those things which are desirable. Sita, Abhilashita means desirable things.
Yeah, because Abhilasha means desire, right?
Okay.
And when you add the pratyaya, it only means that those which are being desired. That's all.
Okay.
Nothing more.
Desirable things.
Yes, yes.
So if I may ask you, how did you happen to learn Sanskrit?
No, well, just by Krishna's mercy.
Oh, you mean you didn't have a formal training?
I underwent a little formal training.
I
did my MA, but I am still a student.
No, that's okay. Come on, if you've done your MA what, Sanskrit?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, come on, then you can't say you didn't have a formal training. What more can you do? Anyway, I really liked your presentation. So that is the reason I'm asking, because Prabhupada did not tell the people who already joined the movement to learn Sanskrit. So since you have learned Sanskrit, I thought you must have learned Sanskrit before you came into the movement. That's the reason I asked.
Not before I came, after because of my instruction by my Guru Maharaj on working on curriculum, etc. I had to study, yeah. So
you're preparing a curriculum?
Yeah, working on Gurukula aspects and all that.
Acha, where it is going to be used?
Where is what going to be used? The curriculum. Yeah, we are working on Gurukula, setup and what should be that.
Where in Rajpipla?
Producing books,
research. In Rajpipla?
Pardon?
Where
no, not any specific. In general, wherever it can be used for anybody.
Okay, so who is your partner?
Partner Krishna? I'm just joking. You mean partner means partner in the sense?
It's a teamwork, no?
Oh yeah, you mean like that. Well, I'm working individually for my own various research. But yes, you're right in saying that it's a teamwork. I'm also connected with various other devotees who are also working on their various researches. So I keep in touch and do a lot of, we need to discuss with all of them in various ways. So I do definitely keep in touch.
Okay, Prabhu, thank you very much. We can continue now your regular program. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Prabhu, thank you for interacting. That's important. Otherwise, it becomes too impersonal.
Yeah, because I heard your name few times.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Prabhu. But I didn't see your face.
I'm Bhakti Vinod Das from Chandigarh.
Oh, you're calling from Chandigarh now, joining in.
I've come to Bangalore now.
Okay, fine.
But when I came to your lectures and all that, I was there at the time in Chandigarh.
Oh, Bhakti Vinod Prabhu. Oh, really? I'm really sorry. Okay, Prabhu. That was Pranam. I understood now.
Okay.
Yes. You're in Bangalore, Prabhu, now?
Yeah, because of this problem going on.
Oh, correct. Yeah. Fine. Very happy to get connected to you. Now I understood. Yes. Okay. My pranams to your feet.
All the best. All the best. Hare Krishna. Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Okay. So shall I?
Please. We are waiting.
Okay. Yeah. So we discussed. I will repeat a few things because this is one of the most important. You can call Paribhasha Sutra or the defining statement of what is bhakti, right? This is the defining statement. So one should make a garland out of this and wear it on the neck like Kantimala. The the Lakshana. So that's why Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, Lakshanam kriyate bhaktir uttamayaha satam matam. Satam matam. Satam means what? The devotees, right? Satam. So the Lakshana, what defines the bhakti of devotees? This is the thing which defines. What is that? Anya abhilashita shunyam. Shunyam. So there should not be. Now then why are there so many desires? Who will not have desires? This is the question. Who will not have desires? So that's why this is a proposal. What is a proposal? Anya abhilashita shunyam. No problem, we may have so many hankerings. Desires may be there. Akama sarvakam akamo va moksha kama udaradhihi tivrena bhakti yogena vrajeta purusham paramam purusham. Purusham param. So there may be so many what you call inherent desires in the heart because of so many misgivings are there, anarthas are there, right? But our goal should be clear. Our goal should be very clear, right? So for example, if I want to go to Jagannath Puri, right? My goal is clear. I want to go to Jagannath Puri. But on the way, there may be what you call some other cinema hall, some other what you call so many other distractions. There may be a very beautiful scenery place, and then there may be so many one more beautiful, wonderful, amazing place to see scenery. If I think, oh yes, I want to go to Jagannath Puri, but let me stop by here and there, and then I will go. So what will happen? Although I may have desires, but what am I going to do? I'll tolerate them. So this is toleration. That's why Tattenukampa Sushamikshamano Bhunjano eva Kritam Vipakam. So these things will come and go. What is that? Matra Sparshastu Kaunte Shitoshna Sukha Dukkhada. So as a result of our previous misgivings and so many karmas, we will face various problems. So no problem. Apichet suduracharo bhajate ma mananyabha. Krishna will protect. Niha vikramanashosti pratyavayana vidyate swalpam apyasya dharmasya. No problem. what we should do, we should keep our focus. I want to go to Jagannath Puri. That's all. Somehow or the other, I should just focus on that. And other things, I should just tolerate and continue to do devotional service. Vidadhan Namaste. I should continue. So having desires is because of our misgivings there, they will be there. But our focus should be clear. What is our focus? Uttama Bhakti. What is this theoretical simply saying? No, our focus is Uttama Bhakti means what? Prema Prayojana. Krishna should be pleased. That's all. So if our focus is very clear, then all these other things will not really matter. So, but positively, we should not get into having desires. Pravrittihi. We should not get into having various desires. For example, if I do, let me have a nice house, then I can do my bhakti very nicely. This is a Anya Abhilasha. Anya Abhilasha. So Krishna will give us everything, but he will not give his bhakti. He can give whatever you want, but he will not give bhakti. Therefore, we should be very careful to purify our desires. As soon as we feel that, oh, this is a this is what I'm thinking, but actually, what should be the mood? That all other things other than pleasing Krishna, other than the focus of serving Krishna, should be negated. So there should only one focus. Eka bhaktir vishishyate. Vyavasayatmika buddhi, eka bhaktir vishishyate. Vyavasayatmika buddhi means focus is very clear. What is my guru has instructed? What is how I can please Krishna? That's all. Guru has instructed how to please Krishna. So therefore, how to carry out that service and how to please Krishna and Guru and the Parampara, Vaishnavas. This is the focus. So therefore, Krishnarte Akhila Cheshta, no other activities other than Krishna consciousness. Sarva karma krita hoy. All other things will happen automatically. One should need not worry. Oh, how come it will happen? Yes, everything is to be done as a service to the Lord. In other words, we are dasya. That is why it is dasa and dasi. When we get the designation dasa and dasi, that is the only designation we are supposed to carry. Sarvopadhivi nirmuktam. That is the next shloka. So, therefore, anya abhilashita shunyam. Jnana karmadi anavritam. Jnana and karma. What is jnana? Fruity mentality. If I do this, I will get that. If I do that, I will get another thing. So this is a very dirty concept. That a person becomes very ashuddha. One cannot interact with such people actually. It's very, very ashuddha. The motivation, one can clearly make out anybody we interact with, whether this person is without motivation or with motivation. Easily, any child can make out. Even a dog, monkey, cat, every other living entity also can make out whether this person is shuddha or having any motivation. So one need not have any shastric knowledge to make out. Anyway, so do you think Krishna cannot make out? Krishna is bhavagrahi Janardana. He immediately can make out what is in our heart. He is sitting in the heart. Any slightest thing he can immediately understand. That's why he says, Ye yathama prapadyante tam sathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartman vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. So therefore I interact. In other words, what is our desire? So Atma Vimarshanam we have to do. Purify our desires, motivations. Bhakti can be done in 81 different types. Kapila Muni in Kapila Vakyan says, what is that? Bhakti can be done in Tamasa stage, as in Rajasa, even Sattva Guna. Because the Bhakta or the one who is trying to do Bhakti is has not come to the stage. Is still afflicted with material modes of nature. So whatever Navavida Bhakti they do will also be afflicted by Tamasa Bhakti, Rajasa Bhakti and Sattvika Bhakti. So motivations are there. If I want to do Bhakti, if I do Bhakti to destroy others, to compete others, to show down somebody else, this is called as Tamasa Bhakti. If I want to do bhakti to for sense gratification, for name and fame, for wealth, this is called as Rajasa Bhakti. If I do, that is further division is there. Tamasa, 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 sattva, tamasa, rajasa. Sorry, tamasa, rajasa, tamasa, sattva. Then rajasa, tamasa, rajasa, 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 sattva. And then sattva, tamasa, sattva, rajasa, and sattva, sattva. What is sattva, raja, tamasa? If I do the bhakti, so that if I feel, let me do bhakti and get rid of all my sinful activities. Oh, Prabhu, please pray for me. Why? Please let me get rid of all the sinful activities. What are you going to do after sinful activities? Getting rid of sinful activities. That is also kama. Nishkama one should become. Means what? Shuddha bhakti. No other kama other than pleasing Krishna. So this is also, oh, let me get rid of my sinful activities. No. Then what else? Then let me, this is a very pious activity. This is very good pious activity. Or if I do is as a duty, oh, this is my duty, that's all. But your duty is, yes, that is a good platform to start. That is a good platform. Sattva is a good platform to start, but it is still afflicted. So Shuddha Bhakti is a higher stage. Oh, no, Prabhu, I cannot come to that higher stage. We are still practicing bhaktas. No, sadhya hridya vrudhyate takritivihi shushruvis tat kshanat. Immediately one can come to the platform. How? Immediately means come to the, first of all, clear understanding. I want to go to Jagannath Puri. That's all. That is the first step. Means what is our intention? Vivaksha. Vivaksha should be pure. Rest the gradual process is different. Vivaksha should be pure. Where you want to go, that should be pure. If that is pure, then gradual process is different. That is Krishna will take care. How Krishna will take care? Guru Krishna Kripa Pai. That is why Kripa Siddhi means nobody can proceed without sanction and permission and blessings of Krishna and Vaishnavas, and that's why humility is required. If I think I can do bhakti, that is not possible. So Kripa, everybody should be dependent on the mercy of the Supreme Lord. So every moment. So because everything is under control of Krishna. So Krishna will not give his bhakti like that to all. So therefore, we should be, what do you say? We should be clear of our motivation. Vivaksha, what I want to achieve. Uttama bhakti. That's prema prayojana. I want to achieve, the only achievement I want to do. Success. Yesterday we discussed, what is a labha? Yam labdhva chapram labham manyate na adhikam tataha. No other labha, only Krishna. Krishna's pleasure. That's all. No other labha. So this one-pointed focus, desire for this is generated in the heart, or you make your generation, the Shraddha, yes, I want this. This is the thing. That's it. That is enough. Krishna will immediately understand your heart. If we get this motivation, that is called as pure motivation, or Anya Abhilashita Shunya Krishna Abhilasha. That will become Krishna Abhilasha. Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. Not any kind of covering with speculation. No, I think like that. Who cares for your thinking? Who cares? Shastra is there, Pancharatra is there, Krishna is giving instructions, Vaishnava Acharyas are given instructions. Why do you have to think? So our thinking is of trash value. Yes, thinking means what? Thinking means meditation on instructions of Krishna. So that is different. Thinking means no, I will not think. No, not that way. Thinking means all our abilities should be engaged in Krishna's service. Why are we discussing all that? All these things? Because already we have discussed who is Krishna, why we are suffering, who is the supreme controller, right? Okay. Even though I don't have not understood, At least Shraddha is important. Shraddha kahe, Sudhrada Vishwasa. Sudhrada Vishwasa is required, is it not? Krishna Karma. Kaile Sarva Karma Krita hoy. Krishna Bhakti kaile Sarva Karma Krita hoy. So that's why all the Shastras are given. Atayeva Veda Purana. What Krishna has done, because Anadi Bahirmukha Jiva, we are all suffering away by turning away ourselves away from Krishna. Anadi Bahirmukha Jiva. So Bhogavancha. So we are trying to enjoy, but we'll never enjoy. It's not possible. We can't breathe ourselves what is without control of Krishna and sanction of Krishna. What is the thinking of enjoying? It is by my Krishna's mercy only. So that enjoyment is to be directed towards Krishna's enjoyment. Then in Prasada Rupa we may enjoy, that is a different thing. Okay. So by giving that, then what should be done? Anukulyena Krishna Anushilanam. Krishna Anushilanam. Following the footsteps, following all the things, engaging all the things in service of Krishna favorably. I gave the example of husband and wife favorably serving. Then Bhakti Uttama. Then that is called as Uttama Bhakti. The same shloka is given in the next, which is taken from Narada Pancharatra. So Narada Pancharatra is a very important scripture. So Pancharatra Shastras are there. So these are told by Krishna himself. Lord Vishnu himself gave these instructions. There is Vaidika Marga and Pancharatrika Marga. Vaidika instructions are there. Various rules and regulations are there. But some may be karma prayasa and some may become jnana prayasa. Over endeavoring in following the rules and regulations may happen, and they may not be favorable for bhakti. Therefore, Krishna gave separate direction, separate shastra called as Pancharatrika Shastra. So they are very favorable for bhakti. These Pancharatrika Shastras are very favorable for bhakti. Narada Muni is the Acharya for Shuddha Bhakti. Acharya for Shuddha Bhakti. Therefore, his compilation, which is Narada Pancharatra, which he received directly from the Lord, has been compiled. And Narada Pancharatra is there. There are many samhitas for each Pancharatra Shastra. There are many Pancharatrika Shastras. Ahirbudnya and Higher Shirsha Pancharatra is there. So many Pancharatrika Shastras are there. And each Pancharatrika Shastra is also having samhitas. Like Narada Pancharatra is having Bharadwaja Samhita, and Higher Shirsha Pancharatra is having Sankarshana Samhita. Samhitas are there. Further details are there. So all those are very important Shastras. Pancharatrika Shastras are very important. So all the knowledge is to be, guidance is to be taken from there. Without Pancharatrika guidance, our bhakti will become very, that shloka will come next. Yeah, Shruti Smriti Purana Adi Pancharatrika will come. Okay. Now, Yatha Shri Narada Pancharatre Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam Hrishikena Hrishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. If somebody asks, what is the definition of bhakti? Oh, you're attending Nectar of Devotion class, is it? Come on, tell me what is the definition of bhakti? What will you say? This is a shloka we have to say. What is that? Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam Hrishikena Hrishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Right? We should by heart this shloka. This shloka and previously Anya Bhilashita Shunyam is not different. It's the same thing. So to say Anya Bhilashita Shunyam, Jnana Karma Dinavrutam, Srila Rupa Goswami is giving the evidence of this. Yatha Shri Narada Pancharatre, Sarva Upadhi Vinirmuktam. Upadhis. What is Upadhi? Oh, if you ask, I think I described this. If you ask anybody, who are you? They will tell so many things. Janma Ishwarya Shruta Shribhi, Yedamana Madah Puman. We are all intoxicated with so many upadhis. What is that upadhi? I'm so and so. My name is so and so. I'm born in so and so family, community. It's a very respectable community. And I am, what do you call? I have learned so much education, PhD, degree, so many other things. Janma, Aishwarya, I'm very, what do you call, rich, or I'm very beautiful, very intelligent. We're all marketing ourselves. Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shri, or beauty. So all these things we are becoming intoxicated. So already we are intoxicated with so many things that we think we are this. That is Maya. We are actually not all this. What you are? We are, what is that? Jivera Swarupa Hoy, Krishnera Nityadas. We are actually servants of Krishna. That is our position. Hey, come on, how are you saying that you are a servant of Krishna? Oh, I am not servant of Krishna. That is for weak people to think, sir. No, why weak people? Everybody, natural constitutional activity is to serve somebody. This is natural constitutional activity. You can't live without serving. Srila Prabhupada gives very wonderful, repeatedly says this example. If you have to serve somebody, even the so-called president is a servant of the people. He is a master means what? He is the first servant, right? So a spiritual master means what? He is the best servant of Krishna or the first servant of Krishna, right? So similarly, everybody is serving. So natural position of the living entity is to serve. So in other words, actually we are eternal servants of Krishna. We can't. So our service is engaged in wrong position, place. That's why we are suffering. When our service is back to the Supreme Lord, back to Godhead, means back service, engage our service back to Godhead. So this is our real position, serving the Supreme Lord, eternal servants of the Supreme Lord. But instead of taking that designation, we have taken up so many designations which are entangling us in this material world, repeated birth and death. So then we think we are elevated and liberated also. Vimuktamaninaha. We think we are liberated also. This Brahmavadis, they think that is also designation. So therefore, all these sort of designations are very, very subtle. Lava, puja, pratishtha is there. So all these designations get attached to us, and we become attached to that. And at the time of death, these designations will pull us away from thinking of Krishna, from chanting the name of Krishna. It will pull us away. We are attached to this designation, finished, gone. In other words, our only attachment, we cannot give up attachment, but our only attachment should be, I am eternal servant of Krishna. I am servant of Krishna. Who are you, Prabhu? I am servant of Krishna. Dasa. I am Dasa. Who are you? I am Dasi. This is the only designation, no other designation. So we should use it in our prayoga also. Every day, if somebody keeps asking something, yes, always we should think as a servant of Krishna. Anything further than that becomes a entangling thing. Therefore, sarva upadhi vinirmuktam. Upadhis, all these other designations which are taking us away from Krishna, as Dasa or Dasi, is called as upadhi, and they are actually like stool. You smear a stool on ourselves, what will happen? It becomes very dirty and smelly, untouchable we become, is it not? So actually, by taking all these designations, we become untouchables. By untouchable by Krishna, untouchable by Vaishnavas. Sarva upadhi vinirmuktam. Nirmuktam means purified. We should become purified, specially purified. Vinirmuktam, visheshataha. Vishesha nirmuktam. Then tat paratvena nirmalam. Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam. Vinirmuktam means getting rid of it, specially getting rid of it with vishesha prayatna. We should get rid of it. Tat paratvena nirmalam. Then what we should do? We should take the right designation. So that is Krishna Dasa. Then that is called as nirmalam. Oh, he is pure. This is the purity. So sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tat paratvena nirmalam. This corresponds to anya bhilashita shunyam jnana karmagyana. Okay. Then what? Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. So we have heard all this, is it not? So those who have not heard, please by heart this shloka. If somebody asks what is the definition of bhakti, Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Rishikena. Rishikena means with the senses. What senses? All our senses. All our senses. No, this is not our senses. These are Krishna's property. We are only occupier in this material body. Krishna is the owner of this body. Who is a kshetra kshetrajna? We are only occupying this body as temporarily. Just like we go to a rented place, temporarily we occupy it. But the belongs to what? Whom the property belongs to the owner. Similarly, this body belongs to Krishna. We are simply temporarily occupying. We are inside. We are inside this body. Therefore, we should not think that I am the owner of this senses. That is the most biggest foolishness we are doing. We should come to the right understanding. Actually, these two eyes, these two ears, these two hands, legs, tongue, everything, karmendriya and jnanendriya, all of them actually, I am only utilizing it now. That's all. For what? I should utilize it for serving Krishna. That is called as Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. He is the owner. Rishikesha. Isha means the Lord, and Rishika means what? The senses. So Rishik. So all these senses are to be utilized back. Yesterday I was giving the example of offering the Ganga water back to Ganga. Already Ganga. Water is full of water. What are we going to offer her? So I offer the water back to her. So similarly, all the senses belongs to Krishna. Back to Krishna, we have to use it. That's all. Offer it. This becomes yajna. Then what will happen? Granthinam, sarva granthinam vipramokshaha. It will become purified. So Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchyate. So this is called as bhakti. How am I going to use my two eyes? Seeing Krishna. How am I going to use my two ears? Hearing about Krishna. How am I, so Shravanam. How am I going to use my tongue? Chanting about Krishna, eating Krishna prasadam, kirtanam. How am I going to use my mind? That is also a sense. How am I going to mind? Smaranam. How am I going to use my legs? Pada sevanam. How am I going to use my two hands? Archanam. How am I going to use my body? Vandanam. How am I going to use my mentality, my intelligence? Dasyam. And then how I'll become, how am I going to act in my activities? Sakhyam, favorable, well-wisher, serving of Krishna. And then what will I do with my life? Atma Nivedanam. That's it. This is called as Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchyate. So bhakti means Navavida Bhakti. Rest all other considerations are to be given up. What is that? Sarva Upadhi Vinirmuktam. Upadhi have to be given up. Understood, no? It's not giving up means what? Not that I will give up my senses, take out my eyes, gouge out my eyes. This because of this eyes. No, it is not yours. It is Krishna's. So we have to use that. This is hands. Oh, we have to use that. This money. Oh, we have to use that. This activity. We have to use everything has to be used for service of Krishna. Krishna is the center. He is the owner. Our time is very short here. At the end, our designation, our examination is very simple. Am I attached to Krishna or not? Who is my most worshipable object, most desired object? Krishna. Then Krishna will come at the end of the life. End of life, we can chant Krishna because Krishna is the most lovable object for us. So we should make most lovable object as Krishna. So this is called as Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktiruchyate. Rishikena Rishikesha. So Anukulyena Krishna Anushilanam is also equivalent to this understanding. Favorably using all our senses to serve Krishna back. Favorably. Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Tat Paratvena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchyate. So I'm opening Srila Prabhupada's book. I hope you all have Nectar of Devotion with you. In the chapter number 1, page number, sorry, not chapter number 1, introduction. Please come to introduction and page number devotion sort of cultivation. Yes, page number 10, 11, right? So please study before you come tomorrow. We will just address 1 or 2 points here, but I request you to humbly study Srila Prabhupada's very wonderful summarization of this with very wonderful examples. Like I will tell you one thing. Here Srila Prabhupada is saying, this devotional service is a sort of cultivation. It is not simply inaction. For people who like to be inactive or devote their time to silent meditation, there are many different methods for people who want this, but cultivation of Krishna consciousness is different. The particular word used by Srila Rupa Goswami in this connection is Anushilana, or cultivation by following the predecessor teachers, acharyas. As soon as we say cultivation, we must refer to activity. Without activity, consciousness alone cannot help us. All activities may be divided into 2 classes. One class may be for achieving a certain goal, and the other may be for avoiding some unfavorable circumstance. Correct? So all activities may be divided into 2 classes. What is that? Pravrittimcha, nivrittimcha. What is that? One class may be for achieving certain goal. That is one activity. And another may be to avoid some unfavorable circumstance. That is also favorable, no? To achieve the goal, right? So both are considered as activities. So in Sanskrit, these activities are called pravritti and nivritti, positive and negative action. There are many examples of negative action. For instance, a diseased person has to be cautious and to take medicine in order to avoid some unfavorable illness. So a diseased person, what he has to do? He has to take medicine. Positively, he has to do something. And negatively, he has to avoid various dangerous foodstuffs and dangerous activities, right? Like if somebody has broken the leg, he should not walk vigorously or walk, and he should heal. It should heal. And he should take medicine also. He should not do do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts. So, Srila Prabhupada continues, those who are cultivating spiritual life and executing devotional service are always engaged in activity. Such activity can be performed with the body or with the mind. Thinking, feeling, and willing are all activities of the mind. And when we will do something, the activity comes to be manifest by gross bodily senses. Thus, in our mental activities, we should always try to think Krishna and try to plan how to please him, following in the footsteps of the great acharyas and the personal spiritual master. There are activities of the body, activities of the mind, and activities of the speech. A Krishna conscious person engages his words in preaching the glories of the Lord. This is called as Kirtana, and by his mind, a Krishna conscious person always thinks of the activities of the Lord as he is speaking on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, or engaging in his various pastimes in Vrindavana with his devotees. In this way, one can always think of the activities and pastimes of the Lord. This is mental culture of Krishna consciousness. So please study this very, very important presentation. Srila Prabhupada is making, yes, one more interesting important point I will read and then move to the next shloka in the Mula Patha. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining Anukula. What is Anukula and how demon also thinks of Krishna like Kamsa, but it is not Anukula. Okay, so here it is. The definition of a pure devotee as given by Srila Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu can be summarized thus. Please listen carefully. His service is favorable and he is always in relation to Krishna. In order to keep the purity of such Krishna conscious activities, one must be freed from all material desires and philosophical speculation. Any desire except for the service of the Lord is called material desire, and philosophical speculation refers to the sort of speculation which ultimately arrives at a conclusion of voidism or impersonalism. This conclusion is useless for a Krishna conscious person. Only rarely by philosophical speculation can one reach the conclusion of worshipping Vasudeva Krishna. So this is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. So kindly study this. If somebody asks, what is the meaning of Dhyana Karma Anavritam? I hope you are all adept now in explaining. And if somebody asks, what is the definition of Bhakti? I hope you're all understanding. You should by heart the shloka and you can all explain. This is the benefit of life, is it not? Whatever we hear, we explain. Whatever we have discussed, we talk about that. Mind is like that actually. Mind is like simply like artificial intelligence. You give a programming, it will keep doing that only. So, sthane sitaha shrutigatam tanuvan manobhir. Our main service is to hear Krishna Katha. Oh, how? Krishna Katha only hear means what? No. All the time. Hearing means what? Whenever we hear important thing, meditation will happen. Nididhyasana. Meditation will happen. So therefore, hearing is most important. Through hearing only, we can wake up. Is it not? Prabhupada gives this wonderful example. If somebody is sleeping, you cannot, how do you wake him up? By just going in front of him or bringing nice food stuff or by nice fragrance? No. You call out the name, is it not? Of course, we should not, according to Shastra, unnecessarily we should not wake somebody up. But also again it is told if somebody is traveling and sleeping, one should wake them up. If they are driving in sleeping mode, then no problem, we can wake them up, right? Some moral instructions are there like this. One should not do it this way, that way. But when in Krishna consciousness, what do we mean? Wake up means what? Jiva jago. Wake up. We are all sleeping. So in service of Krishna, even physically we may be sleeping, then waking up will not have any problem. For what were we waking up? For serving Krishna. So that will not have any dosha. Anyway, so just like Yudhishthira Maharaj, right? Yudhishthira Maharaj, when Krishna asked him, please tell a lie. Ashwatho hataha. Ashwattha hataha. Ashwatthama, the son of Dronacharya, has been killed. Please tell this. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj hesitated to do that. No, Krishna, I cannot do that. I will say Ashwatthak, the elephant died. But when I say the elephant, I cannot tell like whatever. What should I do? I cannot tell. Then somehow when he was about to tell, right in that moment, Shankha was blown. Something like that. So then Ashwatthama, then Dronacharya understood, oh, Yudhishthira Maharaj cannot tell lie. So therefore, Krishna could have told this also, but everybody knew Krishna is very, Krishna is, nobody will believe me. So let me use this Yudhishthira Maharaj. So, but Yudhishthira Maharaj did not tell lie. That became a dosha actually. Why? Well, he was more into rules, regulations, but this is Krishna's instruction. So he should have just followed it. So that became a dosha for him and he had to see Naraka. But anyway, point is very simple that whatever Krishna orders, that is our, whatever Krishna pleases, that is our activity, that is our thinking, feeling, willing, acting, everything. So Guru's instruction and Krishna's instruction, Pancharadrika Shastras are there. All this becomes Anukula. They have to be utilized. So please by heart these two shlokas. Anya bhilashita shunyam jnana karma dhinavritam anukulyena krishnanushilanam bhaktiruttama sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhaktiruchyate. Further, we have one more minute maybe. I will just tell. Lakshanam bhakti yogasya nirgunasya hi udahritam ahaitukya avyavihita ya bhakti purushottame. This description is given in Kapilopakyan also. What is the Lakshana of Bhakti Yoga? Lakshanam Bhakti Yogasya Nirgunasya hi udahritam. Nirguna. I told already that so many gunas are there. Raja, tamas, rajas, sattva, rajas, sattva, tamas, tamas, sattva, tamas, rajas, tamas. All this bhakti, that is not nirguna bhakti. They are bhakti under certain gunas. But Kapila Muni is telling Lakshanam Bhakti Yogasya Nirgunasya hi udahritam. What is the Lakshana of the Nirguna Bhakti? Ahaitukyavyaveta ya bhakti purushottame. It should be ahaituki, without any motivation. Ahaitukya pratita yayatma suprasidati. Only that real bhakti can please the heart. Why it will please the heart? Because Krishna is pleased, na? That's why our heart also will become pleased. Yayatma suprasidati. That is the real path for peace and prosperity. Bhoktaram yadnitapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam jnatva mam shanti vrachati. Shanti. What is the shanti? Bhukti mukti siddhi kami sakale ashanta. Shuddha bhakta nishkama sadayeva shanta. Real atma suprasidati, the symptom of a devotee performing pure devotion is what? Is ever satisfied. No more hankering. Okay. So let us study this again. What is the meaning of ahaituki and avyavihita? Tomorrow onwards, we'll try to cover as much as possible, and hope we will touch the sadhana bhakti concept. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any comments, queries?
Yeah, you have unmuted. You can actually unmute yourself and then speak out, Prabhuji and Mataji. Any reflections or any takeaway points or any queries, please unmute and then ask.
Okay.
Okay, so if there are no queries, then Thank you, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class and then very nice explanation on Anukulyana Krishna Anushilanam Bhaktir Uttamam and Rashikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchate. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very meaningful class today. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, all devotees, let us loudly chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for as a gratitude towards Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Now we will move on to next program, Damodar Ashtakam by Namita Mataji. Over to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Bharat Chandra Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Shishi Radha Damodarashtakam ki jai. Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashodabiyulukaladavamanam Paradishtammatyanta Drutya Gopya Rudantamurnetra Yukmam Rijantam Karam Bhujayugmena Shatankanitram Muhushwasakam patirekhankakantha Spitagraivam damodaram bhaktivadam Iti gritsvalilabhiranandakunde Swagosham nimajantamakhyapayantam Tadi sitagishu bhaktajitatvam Guna prematastam shatavriti vande Varam deva moksham na mokshavadim va Nachanyam praneham vareshadapiha Idam teva puranatha gopalabalam Sada me manasya virashtam kimanyay Idam te mukham bhojam atyantanilay Vritam kunthalay snigdha raktascha gopya Muhuchumbitam bimbaraktadharam me Manasya virashtam malam lakshalape Namo Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalabdimagnam Kripadrishi Vrishyati Dinam Batano Vihani Shama Magnyamidi Akshidrishyai Kuveratmajau Baddha Murtyai Vayatvat Tvaya Muchitau Bhakti Bhajau Kritau Cha Tatha Prema Bhaktim Swakam Me Prayacha Namo Kshetravo Mesti Damodareha Namaste Sudamne Spuradiptidamne Tvadiyudarayatha Vishwasya Damne Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyayai Namo Nandalilaya Devaya Tubhyam Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyayai Namo Nandalilaya Devaya Tubhyam Namamishwaram Satchit Anandarupam लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् यशोदबियूलुकलाधवमानम् परावृतमत्यन्तातो धृत्य गोप्या जयो यशोदानन्दन जयो दामोदरा यशोदानन्दन जयो दामोदरा जयो गन्धर्विका गिरिधारी गौरहरि जयो लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जयो अनन्तदेव जयो प्रह्लाद नरसिंह जयो अनन्तदेव जयो जयो जगन्नाथ बलदेव जयो सुभद्रा जयो जयो जगन्नाथ बलदेव जयो जयो सुभद्रा जयो जयो